All right. So I'll just start with it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and esteemed guests. Welcome to the orientation session for a women's rights program. I am thrilled to see so many passionate individuals gathered here today to embark on this empowering journey with us. First and foremost, I want to extend a warm welcome to each of you, whether a student, a legal professional, an activist, or simply someone who cares deeply about gender equality. Your presence here signifies a commitment to making a difference. Throughout this program, we'll be delving into various aspects of women's rights in India, exploring legal frameworks, discussing challenges, and most importantly, identifying strategies for positive change. But before we delve into the details, I want to reflect on why this program is so important. Women's rights are not just a matter of law, they're a matter of fundamental human dignity. Far too often, women and girls face discrimination, violence, and systematic barriers that prevent them from realizing their full potential. And it's up to each of us to stand up and fight for their rights. Over the next 4 weeks, we'll be covering a wide range of topics from gender based violence to reproductive rights, from workplace equality to advocacy strategies. Each session will be led by expert instructors who bring a wealth of knowledge and experience to the table. But this program isn't just about listening to lectures and taking down notes, it's about engaging in meaningful discussions, challenging our preformed assumptions, and ultimately finding ways to create positive change in our communities. I encourage all of you to actively participate, ask questions, and share your own perspectives and experiences. After all, the most powerful solutions often come from collaboration and collective action. Now, at this juncture, allow me to introduce our first speaker for the program, Dr. Kanu Sharma. She is a distinguished advocate, renowned social activist, and emerging political leader dedicated to championing the cause of justice and equality. She is the former Joint Secretary of Punjab and Haryana Bar Code Association and has earned a reputation for unwavering commitment to upholding the principles of law and fighting for the rights of marginalized communities. She has been involved in an array of legal matters, including rape cases, Posh Act violations, GST issues, divorce proceedings, arbitration, and many more. She has played an instrumental role in strengthening social cohesion by spreading upon awareness about women's rights and other similar social legal issues. Driven by a passion for social change, Dr. Sharma has transitioned into the realm of politics, bringing her legal expertise and advocacy skills to the forefront as a member of Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab. As the first speaker of our program on women's rights, Dr. Sharma brings a wealth of experience and insight to the table. With a unique perspective and dedication to advancing gender equality, she inspires others to join the movement for a more just and equitable society. Our second speaker for the program, Advocate Asta Chadha, she stands as a formidable presence in the legal arena with a distinguished practice centered at the heart of Delhi High Court. As a third generation lawyer, she brings a legacy of excellence and deep seated understanding of law's intricacies, permeating every aspect of her work. With an impressive breadth of experience, Advocate Chadha has honed her skills in advisory and litigation across a spectrum of areas, including but not limited to civil laws, IBC, matrimony, family disputes, check on cases, and succession matters. Her nuanced approach and sharp legal acumen have earned her the trust of clients and peers alike. Notably, Advocate Chadha is empaneled with leading companies and institutions, which is a testament to her expertise and reliability in providing sound legal advice. Her commitment to delivering justice and her unwavering dedication to her clients' causes have solidified her reputation as a go-to legal expert in her field. As an esteemed second speaker of the program, Advocate Chadha brings a wealth of knowledge and practical insights that will undoubtedly enrich exploration of women's rights in the Indian legal landscape. Her presence will inspire and empower all those who have the privilege of attending this program. I now invite our CEO, Mr. Pranav Kumar Jha, to deliver his opening remarks. So over to you.
Uh, Thank you so much, Pushpendra. So I would formally address today's gathering. Uh, I can slightly introduce myself as I already stated that I have had the opportunity of working at National Human Rights Commission where I was serving as a research consultant and I was looking on the issues related to uh, sports and refugee laws. And I very much think that uh, having that wide veracity of working at a different arena have helped me to understand the basic aspects of human rights, since we had also engaged with various core group members on different human rights issues for that matter. So I can slightly address about it, but I would certainly want every one of you to know about our website first and also the company. So just slightly moving to the previous slide, just a second. So I would want you to know about our website. So it's named Legal Research and Analysis. So basically, this platform has been created to initially it was created as a website or a blog, you can say, in the area of in the times of COVID-19, I believe. Uh, Being two founders, myself, Pranav Jha, and also Mr. Uzair Ansari. He has also joined with us. So we founded this particular platform, and soon after we got a recognition from Ministry of Corporate Affairs, where we were established company, namely LRA Meta Properties Private Limited. Soon after some efforts, we had applied for the Startup India program, and fortunately, we were also recognized from the as a startup by the Government of India from the Department of Promotion in Internal Trade, that is Ministry of Commerce Industries, right? So, I personally believe that after having that legal recognition, for that matter, we always wanted to throw lights on the promotion and protection of human rights, and also by doing a lot about the research and development in the area of research. So definitely we had launched lots of courses for that matter, as you are also part of one of the certificate course, that is certificate course on women rights. Similarly, there are other certificate courses also, for that matter, certificate course on human rights, certificate course on remote journalism program, and one of our flagship course, that is certificate course on research writing. That is also very nice for that matter. And there are a lot many other courses. I would not like to dwell in detail about those courses. And moving forward about the course. So basically, ma'am will be dealing in depth about the course. So we are actually going to understand those areas which are actually, very much concerned about the Indian context as well as internationally. And we have given a timeline. I believe that I have shared this particular timeline with you all, and you must have seen this particular timeline. So you can see that from 29th itself, the whole process will start, where Kanu Sharma ma'am will be starting with understanding the gender inequality, followed with Asta ma'am about the legal framework for the women rights. So I'll not read one by one all the courses, but you can anyway go through this and understand the importance. Moving forward. So I think that the whole process is very interesting only when you all will equally participate. Because it has been designed in such a format where every other person, because I can see that while I was sharing the same with Asta ma'am about the research universe of the students from the backgrounds they have come in. So even I got to know that around 20-25 students are from law background, and other students are from PhD and social science, as we have come up with the with one of our joinee who is a scientist by profession and also a sports athlete. So I think there is a wide arena of network which we have tried to float our website with. So I would not like to take much of my time, and I would like to move forward with the other important dignitaries who are going to line up their whole contentions before you. So Pushpend, over to you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak over the forum. Over to you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for informing us. I'd like I now invite the first speaker, Dr. Kanu Sharma ma'am, to unmute herself and please address the guest.
Good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am, you are.
I am Dr. Kanu Sharma, Advocate, Supreme Court and Punjab and Haryana High Court. I am former Joint Secretary of Punjab and Haryana High Court Bar Association, and I am presently the Secretary of Punjab and Haryana Federation of Women Lawyers, which is associated with All India Federation of Women Lawyers and FIDA. FIDA is International Organization of Women Lawyers. So basically, I've been dealing with women empowerment and most importantly, legal women empowerment. So whenever I talk about how to empower women, my focus basically is on women lawyers, first of all. Because surprisingly, in our country, not even women, but women lawyers needs to be empowered more than common women. So that is the irony of life, that we as women lawyers sometimes cannot fight for ourselves. So here I am to fight for them, give them voice, and I do it either through my cases or through a magazine, a legal magazine, which I have been editing for quite some time now, named Zuban, which is Voice of the Voiceless. So, like this, I have been indulged into social activism directly, indirectly, through my work. So, I have got this opportunity through this course, certificate course on women rights, to again empower few women in society, and most importantly, women lawyers, because we are not aware of our rights. This is nothing but awareness regarding women rights. So I am honored, I am privileged that I have been given this opportunity through this course, and I will do full justice to this course and elaborate upon various issues, negative as well as positive impact of empowerment, how positive impact of women empowerment have given us wings, given us these women rights, which we are talking about in this course particularly. So today I'll be a bit precise because I have to again join one panel discussion on TV. He's waiting for me, and thank you so much for your time today. Looking forward to empower you or educate you, train you on various issues like POSH or other women rights. Thank you so much, ma'am. Over to Asta Chadda, ma'am. So nice to see you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving your time to us. Over to you, Astha, ma'am.
so good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, Pushpendra, for the lovely words. So my name is Advocate Astha Chadha. I am a practicing lawyer in the Delhi courts. All like Pushpendra said, my areas of practice are on the civil side, money laundering, etc. But what I'm extremely passionate about is women laws. And why so? Because I believe that we as a country or as a society, law and society, according to me, go hand in hand. So I'm so happy to see so many people out here who are non-lawyers. It's very rare, for us. Normally, we'll see all law students attending our session. So I'm so happy, when I see a Apurva who's a first year law student, then I see lawyers, and I see Dr. A.K. Singh, who is a scientist, but then he wants to work and know about women laws. So actually, I joined early, so I've heard all of you, and thank you so much, because without knowing you, I'll not know how to address the lectures. So I feel that society and law go hand in hand. So if you want to know your rights or the laws, then half of the times when you people will look what is happening around you, जो आपको logically सही लगेगा ना, whatever you feel should be the logic, either the legislators or the Supreme Court has made that into a law. So law, as per me, laws are made in two ways. One, when there's a problem in the society and the law addresses it and the society learns to live with it. Say there was a problem called the sati. So a sati prohibition came into effect, and over a period of time, one generation after the other, initial generation said, "Oh my God, this is so normal. Then why am I being sent to jail for this?" The second one said, there might be some problem around it. And now, 90% of the cases, we don't see that happening. Same goes for dowry, right? Over a period of time, the society learns to live and adapts to law. All, although there are some tricks of the trade, right? So the society now doesn't take dowry, they take gifts. But then there is some thing around it. So that happens over time. Another way that law evolves is when the society has already evolved and the law catches up. Say, for example, live in relationships. Early 2000s, nobody in India talked about live-in relationships. Did they not exist? They did. So in 2005, when the Domestic Violence Act came into effect, the law protected the women who were in live-in relationships, right? Because they said violence to इनके साथ भी हो सकता है. Where will they go if that happens? Who will give them protection? So over a period of year, the society evolved. The law accepted that evolution and evolved with society. So I feel, why am I here, right? I'm here because I feel in India we have a lot of laws. As a normal citizen, obviously we should know our laws, because if we don't and we sleep over our rights and laws, then even the courts can't help us. Rather, they will stop helping you if you are sleeping for too long, right? But as women, it is even more important to know the laws for two reasons. And I'll tell you how. By two examples. Say if you're a woman into a relationship and there is domestic violence happening, right? If you don't know that there's a law to protect you, how will you approach? So that is why where somewhere you need protection, right? On the other hand, I was listening to all your introductions and I see a lot of working women here. Women who are working, women who are making money. But do you know that in India, if you're a Hindu and you do not write a will and something happens to you, what happens to a male and what happens to a female is completely different. If a male dies without writing a will, your parents are protected. So your property goes to your wife, your children, and your mother. On the other hand, if you're a woman and you forget to write your will or you don't know that you should do it, then your property goes to your husband and your children, not your mother. After that, if that for some reason, if there are no people, if your husband or your children for 1% are not there, it goes to the relatives of your husband, again, not your parents, and so on and so forth. Then it goes to your parents. Now, here why? Because somewhere, as I told you, legislators also come from the society. So if the society feels that the man has to take care of his parents, and the woman's second home is the in-laws, same goes for law. So if you don't know that this is the law and you have to write a will to protect your hard-earned money, your parents' old age. So that is why I feel that in India there are enough laws. There's just not enough education around. So every citizen obviously should know the laws, but every woman should short know them. And as Kanu Sharma ma'am said, even women lawyers sometimes need protection, which honestly, that is my only endeavor. That there should be no term as women lawyers. Lawyers is a gender neutral term and we should stop using that term. But that will only happen through awareness, right? But I'll try. I just saw the demographic of the people attending, and I think I'll try to keep this course into a very easy language, non-technical, non-legal, so that all of us can understand. And one thing I'll request you to write in the comment section. Are you all comfortable with English, or should I make it into a half English, half Hindi? So that are you comfortable with the medium of the language? Okay, great. So fine. So we keep it as English so that even people who are comfortable with not comfortable with Hindi will get it, right? And I would like you people to ask as many questions as possible, because I believe that a good session is always made from the audience questions. Because what you will ask maybe is in the head of some other person who is hesitating to ask, right? So I would like you to make it as collaborative, and as you can ask any question. Even I was that when I was in law school, I used to be the first bencher who used to ask questions, and my friends would frown around it. So I'll not take more time. I think you people, anything you want to ask, you can just here also, and when we take the lectures, even there, I would like to keep it as collaborative as possible. And yeah, so and if we have any questions which are personal questions, say which are not covered, you can ask even that when the session happens.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your remarks. Truly insightful, succinct but insightful, given the paucity of time. As we approach the conclusion of our inaugural session, I invite Santosh Kumar sir, our General Secretary and Program Coordinator, to share his closing remarks and insights. Over to you, sir.
थैंक यू पुष्पेंद्र और मैं सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स को और कानू शर्मा मैम और आस्था चड्डा मैम जो कि एक इतने बड़े प्लेटफॉर्म पे आप लोगों के साथ पूरे
Santosh,
एक घंटे के
we are not able to see you. Can you please try to turn your camera?
ओके सॉरी
And your face is
am I
slightly
audible am I audible
you're audible, but maybe your face has slightly cut.
okay now is it visible
Yes, right. Please go.
okay
Sorry for
thank you
that interjection. Yeah.
ओके ये जो एक मंथ की आप लोगों की जर्नी है डेफिनेटली आप लोगों को बहुत कुछ सिखाने वाली है और डेफिनेटली आप बहुत सारे प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपोजर के बारे में सीखोगे और मैं अपने बारे में बता दूं कि मैंने एज ए प्रोटेक्शन एसोसिएट अभी यूनाइटेड नेशन में वर्क कर रहा हूँ जो कि मेरा प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपोजर है डिफरेंट प्रोटेक्शन से रिलेटेड चाहे वो रेफ्यूजी हो या चाहे वो चाइल्ड हो चाहे वो वुमेन्स चाहे वो सेक्सुअली अब्यूज हो रहे हैं चाहे वर्क प्लेस पे हो तो मैंने बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल्स देखे अगर मेरे अकॉर्डिंग अगर आप देखो वुमेन्स राइट कैसे आपको प्रोटेक्ट करना है या कैसे आप उस चीज को फेस करते हो तो वुमेन्स राइट कोई ऐसा नहीं कि अगर आप सही तरीके से देखो तो वुमेन्स कोई कमजोर नहीं है या जिस चीज को आप बोल सकते हो कि आप हम दिखाने की कोशिश करते हैं या सोसाइटी में जताने की कोशिश करते हैं कि वुमेन्स कमजोर है नहीं हमें अपने पर्सपेक्टिव को समझने की जरूरत है कि ऑलरेडी वो स्ट्रांग है सोसाइटी उस पर्सपेक्टिव को एक्सेप्ट करे उस पर्सपेक्टिव को जिए उस पर्सपेक्टिव के साथ रहे और उस पर्सपेक्टिव को एक कोलैबोरेटिव वे में एक्सेप्ट करे जब मैं अपनी जर्नी में खुद के अपने वर्किंग जर्नी में मैंने देखा तो मैंने अपने एक्सपोजर से देखा कि जब हम घर से जहाँ पे महिलाएं जन्म लेती है घर से वो फेस करती है प्रॉब्लम डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ जेंडर जहाँ पे हो सकता है कि एजुकेशन से रिलेटेड वो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन फेस करती है या फिर डिफरेंट जैसे आस्था चड्डा मैम ने बोला था कि प्रॉपर्टी से रिलेटेड वो डिस्प्यूट जैसे फेस करती है फिर वो ऑफिस जाती है या फिर वो अदर पर्सपेक्टिव जहाँ वर्क प्लेस पे वो जाती है वहां पे डिफरेंट लेवल की डिस्क्रिमिनेशन फेस करता है अगर वो सोसाइटी के डिफरेंट पार्ट में वो वर्क कर रहे हैं वहां पे भी वो डिफरेंट लेवल की पर्सपेक्टिव या डिफरेंट टाइप की जो है डिस्क्रिमिनेशन वो फेस करता है मैं एक एग्जाम्पल के थ्रू मैं बताता हूँ कि जैसे हम जनरली बोलते हैं वीक है या कुछ है मेरे सामने एक बहुत मुश्किल सा एक केस स्टडी था जब मैं सूडान रिफ्यूजी के लिए वर्क कर रहा था और जो कि जिनका डेस्टिनेशन पॉइंट था सूडान रिफ्यूजी का केन्या नैरोबी ठीक है लगभग में अप्रॉक्स 400 किलोमीटर के आसपास जो डेस्टिनेशन पॉइंट से लेकर के उसका जो फाइनल पॉइंट था अप्रॉक्स 400 के आसपास उसका डिस्टेंस था अप्रॉक्स जब वायलेंस होती है कहीं भी चाहे सोसाइटी में तो दो तरफ से वायलेंस होती है दो फ्रंट पे वॉर लड़ा जाता है फर्स्ट फ्रंट जहां पे होता है कि एक सोसाइटी लड़ती है जहां पे आपको एक किसी न किसी आर्म्स एंड एम्यूनिशन के साथ लड़ती है दूसरा फ्रंट होता है जो वुमेन्स का फ्रंट होता है जो वुमेन्स लड़ती है जो कि आप मणिपुर के केस में देखे होंगे या सोसाइटी के डिफरेंट केस में देखे होंगे जो कि जिस फ्रंट पे हम कभी बात नहीं करते हैं था किस चीज की लड़ाई राइट्स का लड़ाई था किस चीज की लड़ाई डिग्निटी की लड़ाई था किस चीज का रिजर्वेशन की लड़ाई बट ऐसा क्या था कि जहां कहीं पे वुमेन्स का रेप किया जा रहा है उसके डिग्निटी के साथ खेला जा रहा है क्वेश्चन तो वो नहीं था फिर ऐसा क्या क्वेश्चन आया जहां पे उस चीज को वायलेट करने की जरूरत हो गया हम बोलते हैं कि कमजोर होती है उससे मैं एक केस बताता हूं कि सूडान में कंफ्लिक्ट स्टार्ट हुआ वहां से कुछ वुमेन्स रिफ्यूजी है वहां से निकली इवन वहां पे उसके पर्टिकुलर उस टाइम में जो कंफ्लिक्ट हो रहा था तो उनके जो हस्बैंड थे उनके सामने उसको जला दिया गया कुछ बच्चे थे उनके 4-5 बच्चे थे तो दो बच्चे को वहां पे आग में फेंक दिया गया उनके साथ पर्टिकुलरली टॉर्चर किया गया रेप किया गया वहां के उसके बावजूद भी वो महिला उठी वहां से दो बच्चे को संभाली 400 किलोमीटर पैदल चला उस पर्टिकुलर जर्नी में भी उसके साथ काफी प्रॉब्लम फेस की सेवरल लेवल पे उसके साथ रेप हुआ या सेवरल प्रॉब्लम को फेस की वो जब केन्या के वहां पे रिफ्यूजी कैंप पहुंची वहां पे जाकर के अपने बच्चे को सबमिट करते हुए उसने अपना दम तोड़ा रास्ते में उसने कुछ नहीं खाई जो भी उसके फूड्स थे अपने बच्चे को उसने प्रोवाइड किया तो आप कैसे बोल सकते थे वो कमजोर है वो इतना टॉर्चर इतनी रिग्रेस प्रॉब्लम को उसको जहां पे मैं पेन डाउन नहीं कर पा रहा था कि मैं लिखूं क्या क्या लिखूं इसमें, इस प्रॉब्लम्स को कैसे मैं कोट करूं, या कैसे उस चीज को मैं रिपोर्ट दूं, या कैसे मैं उस चीज को बताऊं कि क्या वो प्रॉब्लम को फेस कर रही थी, क्या वो प्रॉब्लम उससे था, इशू था, क्या वो वुमेन्स प्रॉब्लम था, या वो सोशल प्रॉब्लम था, क्या वुमेन कमजोर थी जहां पे अपने पति को जलते हुए देख रहा है, बच्चे को देख रहा है आग में फेंके जा रहे हैं, उसके बावजूद भी वो अपने साहस को उठा करके उसको लेकर के 400 किलोमीटर पैदल चल रही है, वहां पे भूख से प्रॉब्लम को फेस किया उसने, डिफरेंट रास्ते में भी डिफरेंट रेप्स जैसे इश्यूज को उसने फेस किया है, उसके बावजूद भी कैंप डेस्टिनेशन पॉइंट पे अपने बच्चों को छोड़ते हुए दम तोड़ी है वो। तो आप कैसे उस प्रॉब्लम को, तो राइट्स हमको समझना है, जहां से अगर एक टर्निंग पॉइंट है, एक शुरुआत से लेकर के लास्ट पे एक वुमेन्स है, एक डिफरेंट लेवल में डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट से एक डिस्क्रिमिनेशन को फेस करती है, वायलेंस को फेस करती है, सोशल वायलेंस को फेस करती है। अभी फिलहाल ज्यादा दिन नहीं हुआ, 1 साल हुआ हो, मणिपुर जैसे केसेस आपने देखे होंगे, इशूज तो था रिजर्वेशन का, या इशू था स्पेशल स्पेशल स्टेटस का, बट एटलीस्ट ऐसा क्या हो गया कि जहां पे इतनी बड़ी वायलेंस किसी दूसरे डायरेक्शन में टर्न हो गया। तो आज डेफिनेटली ये प्लेटफॉर्म आप लोगों को अगले 1 महीने डेफिनेटली कुछ ना कुछ आपको बहुत प्रैक्टिकल और काफी ज्यादा आपको सिखाने वाला होगा। और मैं आप सभी को एक बार फिर से धन्यवाद कहना चाहता हूं कि आप लोगों ने एक बहुत अच्छे कोर्स को ज्वाइन किया, आप लोगों को बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेंगे। डेफिनेटली कानू शर्मा मैम और आस्था जड्डा मैम इस पर्टिकुलर जर्नी में आपको बहुत कुछ हेल्प करेंगे, और डेफिनेटली आपको जैसे ये जो वुमेन्स राइट से रिलेटेड कोर्स है, डेफिनेटली आपको कहीं ना कहीं काफी हेल्प करेंगे। और जनरली आप जब भी किसी भी स्टडी में है, चाहे वर्किंग प्रोफाइल में, चाहे हो गया वुमेन्स रिलेटेड राइट्स हो गए या ह्यूमन राइट्स हो गए, या इवन डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव है, जैसे रिसर्च से रिलेटेड आप वर्क कर रहे हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं वो एक बहुत क्रूशियल रोल प्ले करता है आपके लाइफ में। अगर आप किसी चीज को प्रेजेंट करना चाहते हैं, एक स्टूडेंट है आप, आपके लिए एक रिसर्च भी काफी इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, आप उस चीज के बारे में बोलते हो, आप सीखते हो, क्योंकि एक रिसर्च भी आपको डिफरेंट डायमेंशन देता है, क्रिटिकल माइंडसेट देता है। तो डेफिनेटली हम लोग एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहां पे डिफरेंट चीजों को डिफरेंट प्रैक्टिकल अप्रोच के थ्रू आप लोगों की समझ प्रेजेंट करने की कोशिश करते हैं। और डेफिनेटली एक बार आप सभी को धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा कि आपने एक बहुत अच्छे कोर्स को चुना, और डेफिनेटली आप लोग बहुत कुछ सीखेंगे। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thanks a lot, sir, for sharing your own personal experience was to enlighten us in this particular sphere. Now the floor is open for those people who have some very direct and brief questions to ask them, so that she can leave afterwards. If someone has something to ask, please feel free.
Excuse me.
Please go ahead.
Yes, good evening, everyone. It has been a great pleasure to listen to all these dignitaries here. This is Professor Diksha. I'm from Maharashtra. So I have got 16 years of experience. I'm a certified counselor also. And why I'm telling this, you will get to know after that. And after that, I will just ask a question. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm a writer also, and I work here as a counselor. And while dealing with the ladies, in particular, the ladies from the lower background, right, from the middle class background, I come across different kinds of questions and the problems by them, wherein primarily they are very much eager, or they are very much ready to solve their problem or to come out of that problem. But at the end what happens is like, मैम मैडम जाने दो ना अभी, अ, ठीक है मैं सह लूंगी, ऐसा हो जाता है। मतलब ये काउंसलिंग का मैं एक्सपीरियंस बताती हूँ आपको। काउंसलर बाय मीन्स हम वहाँ पर सोल्यूशन तो नहीं बताते, लेकिन वी डेफिनेटली टेल देम द पाथ कि यहाँ पर जाओगे तो ऐसा है, वहाँ पर जाओगे तो ऐसा है। वी डेफिनेटली टेल देम द लीगल थिंग्स ऑल्सो। सो इस केस में जो है ना, हम भी कहीं ना कहीं डिमोटिवेट हो जाते हैं, और हम ये देखते हैं कि अगले मंथ में ही वो जो लेडीज है ना, उसके साथ बहुत कुछ बुरा हो गया, या जो पति है वो उसको पीटता है, या कुछ इनजस्टिस हो रहा है जिसके लिए वो कुछ भी नहीं कर रही है। सो इन दैट वे इसके लिए कुछ कर सकते हैं क्या बीइंग अ काउंसलर, और ऑन द पर्सनल लेवल। एंड द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज लाइक, ये सर्टिफिकेट कोर्स है, ऑर्गेनाइजर से मेरी रिक्वेस्ट रहेंगी कि इफ इज इट पॉसिबल फॉर हैविंग अ डिप्लोमा कोर्स, or the course in a very regular streamline. If it is there, please tell us. Thank you so much.
So, for the second question, we'll get back to you later. For the first part, I request ma'am to please. unmute herself and answer.
Hi Diksha ji. First of all, thank you for the question. Honestly, हम भी कभी कभी निराश हो जाते हैं क्योंकि हमारे पास भी
Yes,
बहुत
ma'am.
बार हम
Yes.
केस बनाते हैं, सब कुछ करते हैं एंड वी सी दैट समथिंग इज रॉन्ग, हमें दिख रहा होता है एंड एट द एंड वो कहते हैं नहीं कोई बात नहीं, हम चले जाते हैं। एंड सिंपल रीजन जो मैंने बहुत बार देखा है, इट्स नॉट बिकॉज सबसे पहला दे डोंट नो द लॉ राइट दैट प्रोटेक्ट्स देम, दैट्स द फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट। There have been time when women have come to me, you know, with all, they'll tell me what all happened. It is a clear case of abuse. And there have been times where educated women, I've told them that, you know, we were discussing domestic violence and they've told me, nahi, lekin usne mujhe thappad nahi mara. So they don't consider verbal abuse, emotional abuse, economic abuse as abuse. So first of all, they don't know. Number one. Number two, the society has normalized it to such an extent that if there are no marks, it's not abuse. And you being a counselor would encounter it, I think, every day, right? And सबसे बड़ा जो मेरे हिसाब से रीजन है जो आप पूछ रहे थे व्हाई दे डू दिस, मेरे को majority से दो ही रीजंस दिखे हैं आज तक। पहला, if there are kids involved, if there are either families जहाँ पेरेंट्स ने बहुत पैसा लगा के शादी करी है, one problem, big problem. एंड सेकेंड, देयर किड्स, लेकिन सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है फाइनेंशियल डिपेंडेंस। इससे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम मुझे नहीं दिखा आज तक, बिकॉज इवन इफ यू नो देर आर सम वुमेन जो अलग हो सकते हैं, देर इज इवन फैमिली बैकिंग, बट फाइनेंशियल डिपेंडेंस इंडिया में एक इतना बड़ा चीज है। व्हेन यू गेट मैरिड, a major, you know, portion of women, working women, stop working because of the responsibilities that come with a marriage. If they survive that period, then after the child they stop working, and when there'll be financial dependence, and especially with kids, it is difficult. So a lot of time what I've seen is these are the two three reasons why women go back into the abusive relationship. But I think agar aap kuch kar sakte ho, you can only do the counseling part. You can tell them that, you know, if they go back into the relationship, things are not going to change. Yes, if it's actually not abusive but just a problem, misunderstanding, it's different. But if it's clear cut abusive, nobody changes. An abuser doesn't change. But at the end, आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. At the end, the decision will be of the person in the marriage or in the relationship.
And the sad story, ma'am, is like the ladies who are well educated, who are earning even, right? They don't know like what they have been going through, and they are being crushed, and they are being slaves, and we can see that. See, I'm knowing like कि कुछ भी लीगल जो चीजें हैं वो हमको पता है, इसलिए हम उस एंगल से देखते हैं। लेकिन बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि उन्होंने लाइफ बना दिया उस चीज को, इसलिए वो बाद में जाकर हमको ब्लेम करते कि मैडम आपको हमारा संसार उजाड़ना है क्या? तो उस बार हम जो है ना वो बहुत निकल जाते हैं बाहर, ऐसा।
सॉरी, मैं सबको सबसे पहले बोलती हूँ, अगर शादी बच सकती हो बचा लो। फिर भी एंड में होता यही है कि we are to be blamed because we educated somebody, but you can only do your job. You can't be the decision maker for the person involved. You can
Correct.
just do your job to the best possible and be truthful to the person who's your client. As simple as that. आप उन्हें pros बता दीजिए, कौन बता दीजिए, like we do. At the end, decision उन्हीं का है and nobody else can take the decision.
Uh, I hope that answers your question. There's another person who has raised her hand, Miss Apurva. If you could please unmute yourself. Could you?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Apurva.
Um, Sorry, ma'am. Actually, I have a little silly question. Um,
Apurva, no question is silly. You can ask the question, no issues.
okay, sorry,
We've
ma'am.
all been there.
Actually, I'm in my first year of law, so I have no much information. And I'm also not a law background, so I have no idea. So, in the group, sir sent the timetable and I read it. And in the guidelines also, I have read and in you have to mention point number 6, your task in which you have to write a research paper. And can you tell us and also me whether you will give us the topic for this, or I have to write ourselves? And because this is the first time for me, so I don't know about much it. And when should we submit it?
Uh,
Asta ma'am, would you want me to answer that? Maybe I can.
Yes, I think
Take
Tanvi will be the best person to answer that.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, yeah, you have a very cogent query. I very much understand that in the guideline it is given. So, one of our another faculty, that is Kanu Sharma ma'am, it was majorly her suggestion that don't we do a thing that we should ask the students to write down a small article, for that matter, a research paper for that matter, on the basic understanding. So, as of now, she will be the point person who will be who will be dealing about the same in detail about how to go about it. So I'm just giving you an idea of it. She will be the one who will be disclosing the detailed format. So the format is very much available, but the topic, what to choose and what to write, is actually going to be her choice. But majorly, what happens is, what is the common trend, that we give the liberty to the students to take any of the research topic related to women rights, related to the violences they have been seeing, and they can choose their own topic depending upon the area of interest they wish to maybe focus on, and they can reflect their ideas soon after recapitulating all the sessions and the points of discussion, so that we also have a set of record of your knowledge base, right? I believe that we should quantify the knowledge into paper or pen it down, so that we can make it used for the other person to also get some information or gather some thematic areas where you all have a diverse interest throughout, right? So I believe the format is very much there, but as far as the specific topic is concerned, maybe there is a good thing also going to come up. Maybe there's a kind of opportunity for you, because I believe Kanu Sharma ma'am is going to publish a book of her own, where she is the author or the editor of the same, where she is accepting a lot of articles to be written, or maybe if it falls within the criteria of or the parameters she has set, she would want those articles to be published in her own journal, or the article or the book which she is maybe the editor of. So maybe she, again, coming to the same point, she is the point person who will be helping you to finalize the topic, and it's not very standard set format. So you have the domain or the liberty to use any of the mode of citation, or maybe the format you wish to, but try to adhere with the maybe the guideline we have given. And do not panic. Whoever is not able to write any research paper, or who is not knowing how to write about it, maybe you all can have a look of our certificate course on research writing. There you can have a detailed understanding how to write a research paper. But as of now, for the matter of the women's rights course, you can write something as a thematic or base your ideology, and you can write something as a blog or article of not more than 2,000 words, right? So I think this is the least we can expect, but it is not mandatory for everyone. Maybe who is only very much interested and who is wanting to get their work published in the book, maybe they can get this as an opportunity. I think with this, I would like to end up
Pranav, if
my.
I may add, Apurva, just give you a suggestion. Look around you. Law, as I say, law stems from the society. Look around you, your family, your neighborhood, the people you know, and write about something which you find common and which you feel passionate about. I think your best work will come from that. You will find everything around you. You just have to look. And that will help you as a lawyer also. Half of the answers I give people come from the people I've actually met.
Right.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And thank you, sir.
Okay, perfect.
so, the last question for today, Miss Harkirat Kaur has raised her hand. Please go ahead, and then we'll close it down.
Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yes. Good evening to the organizers and good evening, Astha ma'am. Uh, I don't have a particular question to ask. It's just that I wanted to share something. I'm a student of Kanu ma'am actually, and yes, so I have studied from her in my first, second, and third year of college. So I was actually looking for something. I am doing preparation for my judiciary. I cleared my I did graduation in 2022, and I was looking out for something to learn about women rights because I am enthusiastic about that, and I look forward to working in that particular arena only. And I was initially skeptical because I have attended earlier workshops also, but there is not such kind of a connect and the kind of zeal I see in the organizers also and Astha ma'am, and I have already studied from Kanu ma'am, so she is a superb teacher and she's so bold and I actually look forward to her how she is doing in her field. And Astha ma'am, you actually when just in the introduction session that was brilliant, and I'm actually now calm that okay fine I have joined a good session because just a session I have attended earlier also, and they are just like just reading from the presentations and everything. But it is very important that on such social issues, there are teachers like you who are giving time from the busy schedules and working so emotionally because these are the topics which we need to connect emotionally so that we can understand them. So thank you so much. Actually, I just wanted to give this as a review that it is a wonderful session. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you so much, Harkirat. First of all, looking forward to maybe appearing in your court someday.
Hopefully,
And
ma'am.
and secondly, this is the thing you told about the PPTs and the reading. That's, I think, one discussion I had with Pranav where I said I don't believe in PPTs because then the audience is only reading the PPT and not listening to what I'm trying to say. So thank you.
Absolutely.
I thank you for the review, and I am so looking forward. But now you made the pressure a little high, right?
No, no, no. Actually, you should be relieved because it's just the introduction session, and the the first impression is wonderful.
Yeah,
So I
because
am
it's a
hopeful that
mixed
it's gonna
bag.
be good.
Because the problem is it's a mixed bag audience, right? So I'll have to keep up pace with both the law students and lawyers and people who are, from the field of sociology or something. But again, the question, if something is not addressed, the chat box and the questions are always open for you, right?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being so sweet.
Okay, so having heard all the people, I don't think there's anyone else who wants to ask something. Okay, so with that, we have come to an end. Thank you so much, ma'am, for answering all these questions without showing any kind of, I don't know, irritation or something. But it was really great listening to you. So,
Look, honestly, when I've committed my time to you, then that's what I've kept the period for. Then for this 1 hour, you people are the priority. Uh, that's how I function.
that's
That's so nice of you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pushpendra. You have actually moderated very nicely, and I think that Pushpendra is going to be the point person for all of your queries, very much in the WhatsApp group. So maybe you can slightly disturb him, not much. Anyway, but he is the point person as of now. So maybe I will meet you all at the end of the session, and when it is going to be the concluding session. So I hope that you all will make use of each and every sessions that is coming up with. Like Asta's ma'am has told that she's not going to present any PPT for that matter as of now. So basically, you have to jot down the points which ma'am has stated. Basically, we're not taking more recording sessions. So if anyone is asking some recording or pre-recorded sessions for that matter, so this is our USP that we want you all to join the course and have that live conversation and not rely on the pre-recorded sessions because that is very much available in the YouTube of any other XYZ websites, right? So if you have joined this course, be honest to yourself and try to jot down some points, important points, and try to reflect it the same if you're writing a paper for that matter, right? With this, I would formally like to end this orientation session. So over to you, Pushpin. Maybe we can now
yeah. So just one
take
thing before
point
we,
everyone.
yeah, yeah. There's one thing before we end this. People, please keep your cameras open. It's really very boring to address an audience which is not even showing their faces. I'd personally get annoyed at it. So please try not to repeat this next time. So with this, we'll put an end to it. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you all the participants and Pranav sir.
Thank
People
you
may,
for having me.
sure, ma'am. People may leave.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, ma'am.
You, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Looking so forward to meeting you again.